My name is Rohan Philem. I am from the Meitei community and I'm a Meitei Christian. And for the past few months since the violence broke out, I would say I have been a peacemaker where I'm trying to tell both sides of the story, though it hurts for both sides of the story, both sides of the parties. And I've been almost conducting this kind of press conferences in many of the cities also. And today here I'm right now at Goa to tell the both sides of the stories and the unheard part of the story. Yes. I would say it is number one. It's illegal immigrants which are coming from the Myanmar side, and recently we had this junta army war also going on in Myanmar, and many of the refugees were also running towards Manipur, and even I myself have provided humanitarian aid on that refugees and also that, and one of the reason is this illegal immigrants, and because of the presence of this illegal immigrants which has skyrocketed in the past 20-30 years, and the population growth seems to be almost like 160% increase, and that is the reason why the violence is breaking right now. Secondly, I would say the this poppy plantation uh, poppy plantation and where a large good number of area were found to be poppy cultivated. Around 15,400 acres of land were found to be poppy cultivated in Manipur, and out of that 13,122 were found to be from the Kuki dominated area. And if you again see the latest news coming from Mizoram also, since 10th or 12th of May till now, the government of Mizoram had already caught more than 500 crores worth of drugs, which actually was Manipur was the root way of all this drugs transportation. But right now, because of the violence happening, right right now, it has diverted all again to Mizoram, and this is a very fact itself that the violence is now. And thirdly, I would say there is a complete failure from the government of India, and I would say government of Manipur has tried its level best though, but like not getting any kind of signals from the government of India, though they had not much to do. So I would rather give my more blame to the government of India rather than blaming the government of Manipur also. I would say the political situation in Manipur is like, I have a request to all the politicians who are coming from the opposition or who are coming from all part of India also. Rather, coming on the ground of political scenario or to gain political mileage, it would be very good to come as a humanitarian help right now in the crisis of Manipur, rather than telling that there is a mistake that the Congress has made in the previous government. This is a mistake that the BJP is government has been making in the past few years and all. So I would say, rather than taking all the political blame games to one another, I would say right now, rather than all the political games, it should be a unity that should be shown right now in Manipur. If I have to elaborate on this, the maximum number of people who have flown out of Manipur are mostly cookies. And the Meiteis are mostly right now at the valley area. And also, as per the sources of news, there are also relief camp in Chorchandpur, Kangpokpi, and More also. And I would say the conditions of the relief centers, when it comes to, I would say the conditions, the so-called our Cookie brothers who are very poor people, or let's say the minorities, kept on flying to all the metropolitan cities, and all these rich people, the people so-called the rich people, the Meitei people, are still stuck in the Imphal Valley area. So Meiteis are also facing a real crisis right now in the relief camp also. So I think it should be that all the humanitarian groups and all the NGOs from government of or from the entire of the country should start coming helping equally on both the sides, rather than only focusing on one side of the community. Yeah, government is also doing its level best to help right now, despite of the communal clashes. They're also trying to help both sides, the cookies and the Meiteis also. They are also doing at its level best, being a government itself, not only for the Meiteis but also for the cookies and Nagas and for all the ethnic tribe. So as per as my findings and my experiences, all the concerned DCs and all the concerned clubs and organizations are trying their level best to help out. This will only end when our Cookie brothers, turn up and start peace talk, which I'm ready right now. The Meiteis are ready right now. The government of Manipur is also ready, I think so. Which is, it is only the Cookies which has to turn up. I'm giving an open invitation today, taking this opportunity also. If not on the ground of political or the CSO level, I would request all the pastors and the Christian leaders from the Cookie communities to please come up and meet me somewhere else out of Manipur. It might be in Dimapur, it might be in Guwahati, it might be in Kolkata, it might be in Delhi, in any part of the city. I'm ready to do that. We Meitei Christians are ready to do that and at least have a peace talk on that. And that should be the beginning. It's the illegal immigrants and the I would say there are many arms and guns ahead of them which are blocking their heads to turn up to this peace talk. At least like we have the guts of right now talking on this peace matter and because at the end of the day our people are also suffering, their people are also suffering. This has to end, and that is the very reason why we see a solution rather than focusing on the problems. And I don't know why is the reason why our Cookie brothers have not yet turned up till that. I would say it's completely devastated because of the communal classes. The schools and the colleges are also not being properly done. In the valley area, like we have already reinitiated all the schools and colleges. I would say I don't know about the hilly areas, but definitely because of the unclear atmosphere of the thing and especially the mentality of the students and specifically all the student fraternity is also not very good right now. Like they are all on the mood of this Cookie and the Meitei fights, and I think a series of awareness program on mental health is a very needful thing in the hour of Manipur. As far as I know, and as far as the testimony of many of the government employees and bureaucrats, many of our Cookie bureaucrats who are in a very high profile were taken seeing leave before the violence, starting from 28th of May, 29th of April, before the 3rd of May. And even some students were seen vacating from Infal area also. And very surprisingly, what we see so was like the victims we were from the Infal area were seen in Bangalore, were seen in many metropolitan city at one point of time, flying and conducting many press conference at one point of time from the Cookie communities. And this seems to be a little fishy and something at plan with the narrative of that they want a separate administration and this is the need of the hour and all. And also Cookies will also have same narrative that this is a planned thing of the Meiteis. But I would say I'm not defending my communities too, but still though, like moreover with the records that they have, and if you see the chronology of the event which was published by the intelligence department, uh, the violence, the burning of the forest offices already started before, on the morning of the 3rd May itself, before this communal clash happened between two communities. So already the violence has started in Churchandpur area. And if you see the chronology of the event, like it's not the Meitei's narrative, it's not the Cookies narrative, it's the chronology of the event which is narrated by the intelligence bureau. So I think that the data itself clearly tells that was the See, that is see. The Meiteis have not heard from the Cookies for the past 5.5 months. The Cookies have also not heard the version of Meiteis for the past half month, and that is the very reason why I am telling you at least some people can at least sit together and see, to some people burning of the Meitei Christian churches by the Cookies is something which they think that I am someone who has forsaken completely them. So even I have been getting the tagline and name of this Judas Iscariot. Just the reason because I exposed these 8 churches. But now they don't know the fact that this was burned in the periphery areas. 2 in Laikhong. I can tell you the name of the churches. Revival Church of God in Laikhong. Believer Eastern Church, Laikhong. And there is this Manipur People's Baptist Church, Sugnu. And this is where in an all periphery area. This is where the Meitei Christian churches, which was done by the Kukis, and also this Yankuman Baptist Church, which is also another periphery area. So you'll be completely relating with. So it's not a matter of like all these churches were burned in the hilly area. How would Christian burn churches? So that is the first logic that we have. But having said that, because of the violence, the people's blood were boiling, so they have at least done few of the churches in the periphery area. So that's the thing. So now both sides needs to clean their ears, put their egos aside, and hear both sides of the story, like how I'm doing right now. So at least I'm also eager to hear their part of the story, and also we will narrate our part of the story also, and then things will be brought into control. That's what I'm telling. I've been inviting it like for the past few press conferences that I've already done. None of them is turning up. That's the only issue that we have right now. It's not only in Goa. It's in the entire of the nation. Many of the cookies are there in Delhi also, Bangalore also. Maites are also there. Like even sometimes, if you are surprised to notice that there are still cookies and Maites who share rooms right now. In this present moment, they don't talk anything rubbish about the violence which is happening right now. They don't talk anything at all. They just live happily. So yeah, I think so. Like this is a high time that See, this war is made by warmongers, both from I would say from the both the communities. Like so, this has to be put into end. So dialogues has to be met from both the sides. So I think that would be the only end of the solution. Yeah.